Now practice at 5.2. Before I start the first sum, I'll just explain how to find out the section formula. So what is section formula? Supposing if segment AB is there and point P divides the segment into two parts. Supposing it divides a segment in the ratio m:n, then let the coordinates of P be x and y. Then how to find out the coordinates of P? So the formula by section formula is what? So by using section formula, you can find out the coordinates of the point P if you know A and B. So by section formula, x is equal to what? M into x2, m into x2 plus n into x1 plus n into x1 upon m plus n. Similarly, y is equal to what? M into y2 plus n into y1 upon m plus n. So by using this formula, which is known as section formula, we can find out the coordinates of point P, which divides the segment AB in the ratio m:n. So the first sum of practice set 5.2 is based on this. Now in this we already know what is A. A is already given, that is -1 and 7, and coordinates of B is what? 4 and -3. We have to find out the coordinate of the point which divides a segment AB in the ratio m:n. That is, what is the ratio of m:n? 2:3. That is already given. So m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. Here m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. So by section formula, now we have already taken the point which is between A and B. The coordinates of point P is what? X and Y, which divides the segment AB in the ratio 2:3. So what will be the x? X is equal to, first write down the formula, mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Similarly, y is equal to what? my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. That is equal to, m is what over here? 2. So 2 into x2 is what? 4 into 4 plus n is what over here? 3. 3 into y1 is what? X1 is what? -1 upon m plus n, that is 2 plus 3. So that is equal to what? 8. 3 into -1 is -3 upon 5. So that's equal to what? 5 upon 5. Therefore, x is equal to what? 1. 5 and 5 will get eliminated. The answer is 1. Similarly, you'll find out m, that is 2 into y2 is how much? y2 is -3 plus n is how much? 3, and y1 is how much? 7 over here upon m plus n, that is 2 plus 3. That's equal to 2 into -3 is -6, and 7 into 3 is how much? 21 upon 2 plus 3 is what? 5. So that is equal to how much? 21 minus 6 is how much? 15 upon 5. When you cancel this, you get answer 3. Therefore, y is equal to how much? 3 over here. So what is the coordinates of P? So the coordinates of point P, if P divides a line segment joining the points A -1 and 7 and B 3, 4 and -3 in the ratio 2:3. So what is the coordinates of point P? The coordinates of point P is what we have got? X is 1 and y is 3. So is 1, 3. Similarly, you have to do the second sum also. It's the same formula you have to use and find out the answer. Now practice set 5.2. First sum of sum number 2. P and Q coordinates are given, that is -3, 7 and 1 and -4, and we have to find out the coordinates of A, which let us take the coordinates of A as x and y, which divides the segment PQ in the ratio 2:1. So over here x1 is minus 3, y1 is 7, x2 is 1 and y2 is minus 4, and a is to b is how much? 2 is to 1. So a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 1. So by section formula, x is equal to what? A x2 plus b x1 upon a plus b. Similarly, y is equal to what? A y2 plus b y1 upon a plus b. So x is equal to how much? A is how much? 2 into x2 is how much? 1 plus b is how much? 1 and x1 is how much? Minus 3. So into minus 3 upon a plus b, that is 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. So that's equal to 2. 1 into minus 3 is minus 3 upon 2 plus 3 is 3, that's equal to minus 1 upon 3. So therefore x is equal to how much? Minus 1 upon 3. Similarly, y is equal to what? A, that is 2 into minus 4, 2 into minus 4 plus 1 into 7, 1 into 7 upon a plus b, that is 2 plus 1, that's equal to minus 8. 2 into minus 4 is minus 8, 1 into 7 is plus 7 upon 3, that's equal to minus 1 upon 3. So the y coordinate is how much? Minus 1 upon 3. Here both x and y, what is the x and y coordinate? Minus 1 upon 3 and minus 1 upon 3. So the coordinates of point A is what? Minus 1 upon 3, minus 1 upon 3. Now second sum of sum number 2. P is minus 2, minus 5 and Q is 4 and 3, and you have to find out the coordinates of A, which is x and y, which divides the segment PQ in the ratio 3:4. So by section formula, A is what over here? 3 into x2, that is 4. 3 into 4 plus B is what? 4 into x1, that is minus 2 upon A plus B, that is 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. So that is equal to 3 4s are 12 minus 4 2s are 8 upon 7. So that is equal to how much? Minus 4 upon 7. So x is equal to what? Minus 4 upon 7. Now you'll find out y. Y is equal to what? 3 into 3 plus 4 into 5, minus 5. 4 into minus 5. Upon 3 plus 4. So that is equal to 9 minus 20 upon 4 plus 3 is how much? 7. That's equal to minus 11 upon 7. So y is equal to how much? Minus 11 upon 7. So the answer is what? Minus, not minus over here, it is plus 4 upon 7 because 12 is a bigger number. So 4 upon 7 and minus 11 upon 7. 4 upon 7 and minus 11 upon 7. Now the third sum of sum number 2. P is 2 and 6 and Q is minus 4 and 1. We have to find out the coordinates of A, which divides the segment PQ in the ratio 1:2. So x1 is 2 and y1 is 6 and x2 is minus 4 and y2 is 1, and A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. By section formula, x is equal to what? 1 into x2, that is 1 into minus 4 plus b is what? 2 into 2. 2 into 2 upon a plus b, that is 1 plus 2. So that is equal to 1 into minus 4 is minus 4 plus 2 into 2 is 4 upon 3, that's equal to 0. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0 upon 3, that's equal to 0. So we have got the value of x equal to what? 0. Similarly, y is equal to a, that is 1 into y2, 1. So 1 into 1 plus b is what? 2 into 6. 2 into 6 upon a plus b, that is 1 plus 2. So that is equal to 1 into 1 is 1 plus 2 6 are 12 upon 3, that's equal to 13 upon 3. So y is equal to what? 13 upon 3. So x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 13 upon 3. So 0 and 13 upon 3 are the coordinates of point A. Now sum number 3, find the ratio in which t minus 1 6 divides a line segment joining the points p minus 3 10 and q 6 minus 8. So here t of in the previous sums and all we used to find out the coordinates of t which divides the segment pq, but here t is already given, p is given, q is given. We have to find out the ratio m is to n. Over here p x1 and y1 is what? Minus 3 and 10. x2 and y2 is what? 6 and minus 8. And x and y is already given, that is x is minus 1 and y is 6. तो पहला वाला सम्स में अपन ये ढूंढते थे x और y, लेकिन इसमें x और y ऑलरेडी दिया है और अपन को m और n ढूंढना है, यानी रेशियो ढूंढना है m is to n. By section formula x is equal to what? mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now x is already given, x is equal to what? Minus 1 is equal to m is not given, x2 is how much? Into 6 plus n is not given into x1, that is minus 3 upon m plus n, both is not given. Now take this m plus n on the other side. So what you'll get? Minus 1 into m plus n is equal to 6 into m is 6m, minus 3 into n is minus 3n. Now when you multiply with minus 1, we get minus m minus n. So minus m minus n is equal to 6m minus 3n. Now take this minus m on the other side. So what? And bring this minus 3n on this side. So when you bring minus 3n on this side, it will become plus 3n. So 3n and minus n is already there. Minus n is equal to 6m, and minus m you will be taking on the other side, you will get plus m. Minus m will become plus m. Now 3n minus n is how much? 2n, and 6m plus m is how much? 7m. Now we have to find out the ratio m is to n. So keep the m on this side and bring this n on this side. So m upon n is equal to what? 2 is already here only, and bring the 7 below. 2 upon 7. So m upon n, or the ratio m is to n is how much? 2 is to 7. So m is to n is how much? That's equal to 2 is to 7. Only one is sufficient if you find out by using the x coordinate, or you can find out by y also. You'll get the same answer. I'll just show you. But in the exam time, no need of finding both of them. Any one you can find out, either x or y. In both the ways, you'll get the same answer. Now if you use y, what is y over here? Y is 6. 6 is equal to m, we don't know. y2 is equal to what? Minus 8 plus n, and y1 is how much? 10 upon m plus n, which we have to find out. Take this m plus n on this side, what you'll get? 6 into m plus n is equal to minus 8 into m is minus 8m, plus 10 into n is 10n. Now multiply this, what you'll get? 6m plus 6n is equal to minus 8m plus 10n. Bring this minus 8m on this side, so you'll get 6m plus 8m is equal to 10n, and take this 6n on the other side, minus 6n it will become. Now 6m plus 8m is how much? 14m. 14m is equal to 10n minus 6n is how much? 4n. 4n. Therefore m upon n is equal to what? Bring this n on this side, so it will become m upon n is equal to 4. Take the 14 on the other side, you'll get 4 upon 14. It goes in 2's table. So m upon n is equal to what? 2 upon 7. So in both the case, you're getting the same answer. So during the exam, either you can find out by x coordinate or you can find out by y coordinate. No need of doing both of them. Any one of them is sufficient. Now sum number 4 of practice set 5.2. Before I start that, I'll just explain the midpoint formula. Supposing point P is exactly in the middle of segment AB. तो ये अगर point P एकदम बीच में रहेगा, exactly middle में रहेगा, और point P का coordinates x और y रहेगा, तो midpoint formula, मतलब अगर middle में रहेगा तो उसको midpoint formula बोलते हैं, section formula नहीं है. तो by midpoint formula x का वैल्यू कैसे ढूंढेगा, x1 प्लस x2 अपॉन 2 और y का फॉर्मूला क्या रहेगा, y1 प्लस y2 अपॉन 2. सिर्फ दोनों कोऑर्डिनेट्स को ऐड करने का और डिवाइड बाय 2. सो दैट इज हाउ वी फाइंड आउट द मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला. So in the fourth sum we have to use a midpoint formula. Why? Because they have given that segment AB is a diameter and point P is a center. So the point P is in the middle of segment AB, that is the diameter of the circle. So point P is a midpoint. So by using midpoint formula we have to find out the coordinates of B. A is given. A is equal to how much, 2 and minus 3. So x1 is 2 and y1 is 3. And B is not given, that is x2 is not given and y2 is not given. But the coordinates of the middle one is given. Point P is already given. That is x is equal to how much, minus 2 and y is equal to how much, 0. So we have to find out the coordinates of B, that is x2 and y2. By midpoint formula, x is equal to what? x1 plus x2 upon 2. Similarly y is equal to what, y1 plus y2 upon 2. Now x is already given, x is equal to how much, minus 2 is equal to x1 is how much, 2, but x2 is not given, so we will keep it as it is 2. Now take this 2 on this side, you will get minus 2 into 2 is equal to 2 plus x2. So minus 2 into 2 is how much, minus 4 is equal to 2 plus x2. Therefore, when you bring this 2 on this side, you will get minus 2. So minus 4 minus 2, minus 4 minus 2 is equal to x2. Therefore, x2 is equal to how much, minus 6. Now you will find out y2. Now y is already given, y is equal to how much, 0. 0 is equal to y1 is how much, y1 is minus 3 and y2 we have to find out upon 2. Take this 2 on this side, you will get 0 into 2 is equal to minus 3 plus y2. Anything into 0 is what, 0. 0 is equal to minus 3 plus y2. Now bring this minus 3 on this side, it will become plus 3. So y2 is equal to 0 plus 3. So y2 is equal to how much, 3. So we have got the coordinates of x2 and y2. So what you'll write in the answer? The coordinates of point B is, the coordinates of point B is minus 6, 3. Now sum number 5, find the ratio in which point P K7 divides the segment joining A is how much, 8 and 9 and B is how much, 1 and 2, and also find K. So we have to also find the value of K over here. So here we don't know the ratio m is to n, so we have to find out the ratio m is to n. The value of P is given, K7, and A and B is also given. So by using section formula, we have to first find out the ratio m is to n. I had previously shown in the previous sum that in order to find out the ratio, any one you can use, either this one or this. So we will be using this. Why? Because here we don't know the value of x also, as well as m and n also. So we can't find out by this value of x by using x value, but we can find out by this. So y is equal to over here what? Y is equal to 7. That's equal to m we don't know. Y2 is equal to how much? 2 plus n we don't know, and y1 is equal to how much? 9 and upon m plus n. Take this m plus n on the other side, you'll get what? 7 into m plus n is equal to 2m plus 9n. Now 7 into m is 7m plus 7n is equal to 2m plus 9n. Now take this 2m on this side. So what you will get? 7m minus 2m is equal to, take the 7n on the other side. So it is equal to 9n minus 7n. Therefore, what is 7m minus 2m? 5m is equal to 9 minus 7 is how much? 2n. Therefore, m upon n. bring this n on this side and take the 5 on the other side, you'll get 2 upon 5. So we have got the ratio of ratio m is to n. M is to n is equal to how much? 2 upon 5. Now we have to find out the value of k. In order to find out the value of k, we will use this. So x is equal to what? mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. X is equal to what over here? K. K is equal to m. We have already got m is equal to what? 2 into x2. x2 is equal to how much? x2 is 1 plus n. N is how much? 5 into x1. x1 is equal to how much? 8 upon m plus n, that is 2 plus 5. So k is equal to 2 into 1 is 2, 5 8 is 40, 2 plus 5 is how much? 7. So k is equal to how much? 42 upon 7. So the value of k is equal to how much? 6. So value of k is equal to 6, and P 6 7 divides the segment A B in the ratio what? 2:5. So that is the final answer. Now sum number 6 they have given, find the coordinates of the midpoint of segment joining the points 22 20 and 0 16. So let us take P xy be the midpoint of segment AB, and A is, let us take A has 22 20 and B has 0 16. So x1 is 22, y1 is 20, x2 is 0 and y2 is 16. Since P is a midpoint of segment AB, so we'll use midpoint formula. So x is equal to what? X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2. Similarly, y is equal to what? y1 plus y2 upon 2. So that is equal to x1 is how much? 22 plus 0 upon 2. So that's equal to 22 upon 2. That's equal to 11. So x is equal to what? 11 over here. Similarly for y is equal to what? y1 plus y2, that is 20 plus 16 upon 2. So that's equal to 36 upon 2. So that is equal to how much? So y is equal to how much? 18. So the coordinates of the midpoint of segment 22 20 and 0 and 16 is how much? 11 and 18.